Hello everyone, I'm the Saxy Gamer, and today we're here for some very exciting Civ news because we've gotten some word for the October 2020 update, so let's go ahead and take a look at the video here. This will be a pretty relaxed video, just going to take a look at some of the new stuff that's coming, give some of my first impressions, and, just kind of share this around for you guys to see as well. So let's go ahead and get right on into things. Let me also turn up the volume here before people say that the volume needs to be louder.
Welcome back, Civ fans. For the last several months, we've been putting in a colossal effort from our home offices, bedrooms, dining rooms, kitchens, and God knows where else. But we're fortunate to now begin welcoming any developers who feel comfortable back to the studio. We're making every effort to keep everyone safe and secure, no matter where they choose to work from, and we hope you're all staying safe and healthy too. And with that, on with the show.
So that, I'm just going to comment on that real fast. I don't think that's really going to change too much with the content schedule, just because obviously they're going, they've been working for the past like 6 months putting out all this content, working from home. So it seems like some of them are going back to the office now. It's probably not going to really change too much in terms of, the content schedule, because it's been pretty set in stone. But either way, it's cool that they're finally able to get back to things.
Hi there, Civ fans, and welcome to the October developer video for Sid Meier's Civilization VI. We'll be filling you in on the new updates and features you can expect in our third free game update. As a reminder, our free game updates are available to all Civ 6 players, whether you own the base game, 1 or 2 expansions, or some or all of the DLCs. This means that everyone will have a chance to dive into our new scenario, Pirates. So button down your hatches, Bakus, because you're about to have your timbers shivered.
The Pirates scenario is a 1 to 4 player contest for treasure and glory on the high seas. There's new and updated art to infuse the scenario with a more tropical, piratey atmosphere. You also have the option of exploring a unique, handcrafted map, or choosing a map script that provides a different layout on each playthrough.
You'll be setting sail as one of 4 different pirate factions, each with its own unique abilities.
Alright, so let's take a little bit and take a look at some of this pirate stuff. So this is the new, it's not a game mode, it's a scenario, so that's similar to, like how there's, I forget which one there, I think there's a Greece scenario, is there a Civil War scenario, or am I thinking of Civ V? I admittedly don't play that many of the scenarios, but this one I think I'm going to try, because this one actually seems like it'll be fun, especially because they said it is 1 to 4 players as well, so you can play it with your friends, play as some pirates. So I know recently on stream I've been talking about wanting to play as the barbarians or something like that. Maybe playing as the pirates will be similar to playing as barbarians, but you can see here we have dread pirates, privateers, swashbucklers, and hoarders. So either way, we don't really know what their abilities are, but we can see that they each have an active and a passive ability, so we'll have to see what type of stuff we get from that. But this pirate game mode seems pretty cool. Reminds me of Sid Meier's Pirates, which I think they talk about a little bit later on, but let's keep hearing about some of the pirate game mode.
But pirates aren't the only scourge of the civilization seas. You'll also have to navigate among British, Spanish, French, and Dutch navies, determined to send you to Davy Jones' locker.
Obviously, we pulled a lot of inspiration for this scenario from Sid Meier's Pirates.
It's a game we at Firaxis have always loved and still consider one of Sid Meier's crown jewels.
But Sid Meier's Civilization is a very different style of game from Sid Meier's Pirates. Retooling the established rules of Civ 6 to work in this unique setting was an interesting challenge. Luckily, some elements could be adapted to fit really well with Civilization 6's established gameplay. For example, the relic system.
Stumbling on a random relic in a tavern or treasure chest let you customize your playstyle and experience in every match.
So this is kind of cool here. So what you can do is you can find, I guess, in a way it's sort of similar to goodie huts where you can get random bonuses, but it looks like whenever you plunder these, you get some effectively policy cards that you can then run like policies. So I think it's cool how they've implemented this system into the game. Some of the ones we can see here: naval unit attacks deal -2 movement to enemy ships for the next turn. That one's interesting. You can sense the closest treasure, reduces unit maintenance costs. So all of this stuff seems pretty cool, and I mean, it's going to be a degree of randomness based on which ones you find, but it's a scenario game mode. It's really just for fun, so I really have no problem with that. But these look pretty cool.
You'll always have interesting choices to make as you equip different relics and combine powerful bonuses.
Civilization 6 assumes you can use cities to repair and replace units, but pirates don't have cities or settlers or builders. We had to get creative in balancing how pirates heal units and survive against navies controlled by whole civilizations like England or Spain. To deal with this, we turned to Sid Meier's preferred model of game design. We programmed a playable prototype of our concept as quickly as possible, and then we just played it to death. The playtest feedback helped us find the fun and guided us forward.
So that's pretty interesting there. So we can see that whenever you heal in this game mode, it's kind of just like a little action that you take. And then whenever you do that, you heal on that same turn, but it uses all your movement, which I think this is pretty cool. I had to laugh whenever they were talking about, how they balance this. They effectively did the old guess and check. So as an engineer, I'm very much a fan of the old guess and check method. Not really, but always a good joke about engineers that they're always guessing and checking. But yeah, this looks pretty interesting. I'm gonna be interested to see how more of the mechanics work. Just in terms of like healing, building new units, things like that, because you're not gonna have cities. It seems to be about plundering or something. So you can see the scoreboard up here. There's gold, maybe treasure, kills, and military strength or something like that. I don't really know what these are for, but either way, this is going to be really cool. And hopefully we can do lots of plundering and steal lots of gold as some pirates. And speaking of stealing things, hopefully you will not have your information stolen if you buy a wallet from today's video sponsor, Extra Wallets. These are really high quality wallets, and they do have RFID blocking technology to prevent card theft. So if you're interested in picking up one of these wallets, they've just released their new aluminum card holders as well, which are super high quality, premium stuff. And if you use the discount code in the description below, you'll get 25% off at checkout. So if you're looking for a very high quality wallet while supporting the channel, it's an excellent way to do so. So once again, link is in the description below. Anyways, let's go ahead and move on with the video here.
Guided us forward.
Speaking of guiding us forward, this update also addresses a number of balance requests we've seen on social media. For example, we took a really close look at the Recruit Partisans espionage mission. We decided it was too problematic for defenders and discourages the building of neighborhoods. The Recruit Partisans mission now pillages the neighborhood district, so the mission cannot be spammed. It also now spawns only anti-cavalry units to prevent it from feeling overpowered.
Oh my gosh, it's amazing that they're doing this change. I love this change. I refuse to build neighborhoods in the game because every single time the AI just spams the freaking Recruit Partisans mission on them, and it's so irritating. So now, not only is this not spammable, I mean, I guess it is a little bit irritating because now you have to repair the district every time, but at least they can't totally just spam them out. And it only spawns anti-cav, so you can just have some melee units sitting by, which obviously counter anti-cav units, to be able to deal with these a little bit easier. So I think this is a fantastic change. I'm so glad that they're doing this. I'm so glad that they're listening to the feedback, because I know that, a lot of people in the Civ community have been just raging about neighborhoods being spammed a lot of the time. So I think this is a great change, and I really like to see it.
We've also made some significant fixes involving game speed. One focus was to add scaling based on speed to features that didn't have it. For example, the favorite cost of voting didn't previously scale with game speed. Now it does, so there will no longer be any vote spamming using hundreds or thousands of favor. We've also made specific...
So that's an interesting change. That doesn't really affect me too much because I pretty much always play on standard speed. But if you're somebody that, plays on marathon speed or epic speed or anything like that, then I'm sure that is probably a very nice change for you. But once again, it doesn't really affect me that much. And I feel like most people probably either play on quick or standard speed. So it's not too impactful. But it's cool that they're changing that anyways, just to make the game a little bit more fun to play on some of those other game speeds as well.
Specific AI improvements inspired by some suggestion threads that you've circulated. We decreased the value of diplomatic favor to the AI.
That's a big one because the AI always love to buy a lot of diplomatic favor. They'll pay you a ton of gold for your diplomatic favor, so seems like that's not really going to be a thing anymore.
And increased the AI's desire for certain wonders like the Oracle and Pyramid.
That one is interesting. I mean, because that works kind of both ways in that, they're going to build Oracle and Pyramids a little bit more, but maybe that means they'll prioritize other wonders a little bit less. So it'll be interesting to see how that affects some of the early game wonders. Man, I don't like to have to compete for the Pyramids, though, because I love the Pyramids. So hopefully it's not too big of an increase in their desire for the Pyramids.
The AI will now repair city defenses promptly.
That one's a little bit rude. I mean, don't get me wrong, I think that's definitely a thing that they should be doing because they very rarely would repair their city walls in any, prompt amount of time before. So you could very slowly kind of attack them and not really have to worry about them repairing the walls. But now if they actually do it, it's going to be a little bit rude. I mean, I think this is a good change, though, because obviously that's how they should be playing the game.
And will be discouraged from building holy sites over other districts when playing a leader without a religious focus.
So that actually is kind of good as well, just in the sense of if you're going for a domination victory or something like that, or even if you're going for a religious victory and you don't want to have to deal with somebody that's getting great profit points, even though they're not really, like a religious civ and they're just going to found a religion just for the memes, I think that's pretty nice. It's going to make that a little bit easier in the early game as well. And also, as you conquer people, hopefully you're not going to end up with just like 30 billion holy sites and no religion to make any use of it. So I think that's a pretty cool change as well.
Focus.
Finally, this update includes a host of balance tweaks for our first 2 DLC packs. You've all had some great feedback on Gran Colombia, and you'll definitely see that reflected in this update.
So interesting stuff there. You know, I've been complaining about power creep for a long time because of, well, not really for a long time, but because of Colombia and Byzantium. So looks like there's going to be a nerf of some sort to Colombia. They haven't said exactly what yet, but I mean, I do think it is needed. So hopefully it's not, you know, too big such that the Civ is no longer fun or playable or anything like that, which I don't think it will be. Hopefully it's just, you know, like a light nerf to, you know, kind of tone them down a little bit, make them a little bit less cheese. But they also said, you know, it's the first 2 DLC packs, so I wonder if they're going to change up anything with, you know, any of the game modes or the other leaders, because there's also the Maya and Ethiopia that were in the first 2 packs, so also Apocalypse mode and Secret Societies mode, so they could be changing any number of things there, so it'll be interesting to see if they change stuff. I feel like Secret Societies needs tweaked a little bit, namely in the fact that you get a governor title from every society that you find. I feel like that one's cheese, because we talked about this on Deity. That means that the AI just get Pingala with the science promotion really fast, and then they just make like 80 science per turn on like turn 30, but at least in my experience. But anyways, I'm always a fan of balance tweaks, especially since I've been complaining a lot recently about some of the new Frontier Pass stuff being really imbalanced, so hopefully this kind of addresses some of those concerns.
For more details and the full list of changes, stay tuned for the upcoming patch notes.
And that sums up the new features and changes coming in our 3rd free game update. The update will be available on Thursday, October 22nd at 9 a.m. Pacific Daylight Time, 12 noon Eastern Daylight Time, and 5 p.m. British Summer Time. Civ fans, you are the...
So that's just the release date. That's 9 days from today. That's pretty standard that they always do a Thursday at noon, so only 9 days left to wait until we see that new update.
best fans in gaming.
We look forward to meeting you from across our cannons in the free multiplayer pirate scenario. May your coffers be heavy and your spirits be light as you take rum more.
Turn.
Also, did anybody notice they said rum more turn? Also, another random thing. Can I get one of these Civ 6 mugs? Come on, that's like fantastic. So if anybody from the Civ team is watching this, you can send me an email or something. You can find it in my about page on my channel, and maybe you can send me over a nice Civ 6 mug. That'd be pretty sick. Maybe the pirate hat too. I like the pirate hat. So I can get all dressed up like a pirate and then stream the pirate stuff or something. I won't actually do that, but yeah, it's a cool mug. But anyways, enough of me being random and just rambling about stuff. I like to see, or I'm very interested to see what kind of balance changes and other stuff like that they're going to be doing in this update, because they mentioned a lot of them. They haven't really given any details, but I really like the idea of it. I think the new pirate game mode hopefully is going to be cool as well, or scenario I should say. Sorry. I think this could be fun, at least, playing it 2 or 3 times with some friends or things like that. So it sounds like a good time, something that I'll definitely play on the stream. I think the balance changes are a really good thing. Well, I don't want to say that yet because we don't know what they are, but hopefully they are a really good thing. And I'm excited to see what kind of stuff they got going. So yet again, some very good stuff from the Civ team. And, I'm glad that they're taking so much effort into actually applying community feedback to the game, because that's a very important thing for the longevity of the game. So yeah, so those were my thoughts and impressions. I will link the video itself if you want to go watch it again down in the description below. But thank you everyone for watching. I have been the Saxy Gamer. If you enjoyed the video, feel free to like. If not, feel free to dislike. If you're looking for some more Civilization 6 content, feel free to subscribe. Thank you for watching, and goodbye.